Motorcycle Adventure Dirtbike TV is proudly supported by Adventure Spec in England, Rally Raid Products, Giant Loop in the United States, Adventure Moto and Adventure Rider Magazine in Australia.
Rain, hail or shine, we've been doing a heap of testing and development of the Pannier 700. This video briefly focuses on products recently developed by Rally Raid Products UK. A more comprehensive review of what we've been up to will be out shortly in a new episode of All Things Pannier. For those not familiar with the All Things Pannier series, a playlist link can be found at the end of this video. Today's focus will be on the Rally Raid soft pannier racks and a muffler mount protector, and further commentary on the Rally Raid tall screen and wind deflectors. We are also currently in the final stages of filming the review of the Rally Raid open cartridge fork kit and Adventure Shock. We've been very impressed with this suspension setup. Oh look, Clubb, you're a genius.
I think we've got it figured out, Dave. Oh. But that's the trick. loosen all the other fixing points off. Yeah. Give you just a little bit more movement in all directions of the side plate itself. And that bracket sits in between the frame and the muffler mount. Utilise the extra spacer to match the existing spacer that's there from the mount plate on the front top mounting hole. And then away you go. Nylock nuts supplied.
It's looking, that's a lot stronger, isn't it?
It's well, like you said, mate, you've got now another extra sort of triangulation support here from that plate to stop the muffler.
Gee, that's a lot stronger.
I mean, low speed hits, it'll definitely help. I mean, a full on...
Yeah, if you're going to go for a tumble...
Fifth gear endo down the dingo thing or something.
It's not going to help you too much,
well,
but...
You know, it might help
it's going to help in a lot of... It's going to help in a lot of those minor falls, isn't it?
Well, like, you know, you saw me in that creek at Nungle.
Yeah, well, mate, that...
What was that? That was first gear at 10 kilometres an hour.
Yeah.
And it she folded in, you know, and I had the Mojaves on.
Yeah.
But it's awesome, and like this ride I just did, the Mojave just strapped on perfectly. I'll show you that now.
Hang on, I'll just...
I'll get all three of them, Dave, and you can do it.
Oh, alright. That makes that a lot stronger. So there's the plate that John's made, Rally Raid Products, and there's the original mount as well. So it just beefs it up a bit. It's not going to help you with a 90 mile an hour endo, but it certainly will help you if you're just tootle over, which is the majority of low speed crashes. It should do alright. God, it's like you've been in the Giant Loop library. Oh,
but remember, this is my setup for all my tools go in the Mojave. Yeah. So the Mojave just clips straight onto the B&B compact rack at the back, and then now with John's side plate racks. Previously, I had them hard up against my bodywork on the bike. Yeah. Had to protect that with extra clear contact or duct tape. Yeah. Now with the racks there.
Yeah, and that just ties up.
Tie-down point there. They fitted there perfect. I just used these for 4 days, 2,000 kilometre ride, no movement, and then the options I've got now then. And you know, I then carry a Enduro stand, just a duffel bag up on the rack for my clothes. But now, with the racks from Rally Raid, I can have options there to use the different size giant loop bags. Well, that's the Coyote. That's the other size one, which has more capacity. And again, it'll just mount straight over the racks. Front fixing point.
Oh, that's all right, isn't it?
Tie-down system that's come supplied on the Coyote. Well, again, will fit on the B&B rack. Yep. So that gives me a larger option if I just want to use one bag. Yep. And then of course, there's the mega size, the extra large mill.
Great basin.
And the Giant Loop then is the Great Basin. And with that one on board, I can take a kitchen sink with me.
Oh, look at that, fits perfect.
And again, the racks will keep that off the bike.
Yeah.
And when it's tethered, like the other thing that's interesting, the 700's got quite a long seat. Yeah. I'll still have room to put another little duffel tube bag, tool bag if I want quick access to anything on the B&B rack. Wow. So yeah, I'm stoked with that, mate. Stoked with it.
Yeah, well, the Great Basin, I mean, that was enough for me for London to Sydney and a couple of double-ended dry bags.
That's right. Exactly.
Mate, they're huge.
They are, mate. You just got to be smart about packing your gear. Yeah. And have different internal pods, which is what Giant Loop do. Yeah. That you put clothes in one, shoes in another, tall shoes in another, and then your tools in separate pockets as well. So, no, I'm wrapped with that, mate. Wrapped with it. And it's strong. And I think, what, 3.5 kilos? And I mean, you know, it's the weight's getting up there now when you've got crash bars, centre stand, rear rack, luggage racks. But hey, that's the protection you need if you're doing big miles, for sure. You need it, yeah.
Well, we've done well today.
He's got taste.
No, he doesn't drink it.
Look at that. KTM duck bowl. Clubby, I never thought you'd have that.
Yeah, Archie. He wants a blue bowl, but I think so. He's given me a couple of hints, mate, yeah. So, the Rally Raid Products tall screen for the 700.
Yeah.
Again, I've just been away 4 days, 2,000 kilometres, and more than a little stoked on it, mate. The obvious thing is how much bigger it is. Standard screen, put there at the same place.
Yeah.
Extra 10 centimetres up top in height on the Rally Raid screen. An extra 5 or so centimetres either side. So it's a lot larger, a lot taller, a lot wider. For me, from day one with the 700, for big rides, like long day in the saddle rides, I wanted the air to go over my head a bit more than what it does for me in my seated position. I'm 178 centimetres tall. Now, with the taller screen, I don't have to duck as hard and be as concentrated to duck to get out of the wind. And then the other big thing for me was reducing wind noise. That was the other issue I was having with this bike. And I'm running a Bell helmet, MX-9 helmet at the moment. I like to wear goggles, so I often have the visor open, which just personifies wind noise. So it definitely helped there. The first day of this ride we just did, it poured rain all day. And that was another reason I was stoked on this screen. Just gave me more protection than the standard 700 screen out of the weather. And the other feature that comes with them, the winglets on the side, totally different shape and profile. You can see how they kick out to the side. And as they shape like that, that's what they do to the wind, send the wind sideways. On the standard screen, I would get wind hit here, just outside my nipples, inside my shoulders. With the winglets, the taller screen, the air now hits me lower down, but further out on the side of my sort of like bicep area there. And I find that a lot more comfortable. Happy with it for sure, durable. It took a beating from 1,000 bugs and 1 galah and came through unscathed. The only negative, less cooling airflow on your head on hot days, which in Aussie for us as we're coming into summer, that's going to be a trade-off, is not having the same amount of airflow coming into your helmet to cool you on long rides.
So, Clubby, we're coming into summer. Are you going to have a different kit for summer?
I think that's what's going to play out for sure. I think I'll go back to the standard screen, retain the winglets, because that's going to definitely help push that side airflow out wider around my body. But yeah, I think for an Aussie summer, particularly we're talking about wanting to do Queensland rides in the months coming up, it's stinking hot up there all through summer. I'm definitely going to want some airflow back on the face, yeah. So I think that's a trade-off, definitely. Go back to the shorter screen for summer, but the rest of the year, yeah, this baby will work for me for sure.